Hi everyone, my name is Mehak and I'm a fourth year medical student at Aston University in Birmingham. Navigating exams over the last few years has definitely felt like a challenge in both pre-clin and clinical years. The sheer volume of content can feel extremely overwhelming, from trying to figure out what's high yield and hours of lecture slides to what you should actually study and what question banks to use. This is where the MediBuddy question bank came in for me. What sets MediBuddy apart from other question banks is that it's an Aston-based specific curriculum. Instead of doing other generic question banks that may not be exactly what our university is testing us on, it's geared to exactly our lectures and exactly what we will be tested on. The way that I would use the question bank is that during the semester, I would say in practice mode so that I would get feedback right after completing a question. But when it was near exam time, I would switch to test mode so I could simulate a real exam environment. My favorite part about it is that not only do the answers explain why a choice was correct, but it explains why all the other choices were incorrect. So this really helps solidify some fundamentals and basics early on. The hardest part about preclinical exams is not the memorizing. It's how to apply the pathophysiology that you learn to these exam question case style scenarios. The question bank really helped me focus on identifying patterns in questions so that I could focus on what really mattered for our end of year exams. When I sat my actual exams, I was surprised by how similar the actual exam was to the MediBuddy questions that I'd been practicing throughout the year. Even though MediBuddy focuses on preclinical years, having those fundamentals down packed is so important for the transition into clinical years. On wards, when doctors ask you about pathophysiology or the underlying disease processes, having mastered those preclinical fundamentals gives you a huge head start. I honestly couldn't recommend MediBuddy enough for any Aston student. Whether you want to stay on top of your lectures every week or you want to do a final push before exam season, it takes the guesswork out of what to study and gives you a targeted plan. It definitely worked for me, and if you want to feel confident going into your exam season, I would definitely recommend giving it a try.